Right, we've got 10 minutes to show you a little bit more about this lovely HTC HD7. I'll just give you another quick tour. You can see there that right hand speaker there tucked away in that little groove. We've got the three sort of touch sensitive keys there on the right hand side as you look at it on the bottom normally, and the left hand side houses the left speaker or the earpiece and the HTC logo there. We're filming this just for reference on a HTC Desire HD, which is an Android phone, and you can see the quality of the 8 megapixel camera here. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that autofocus as you film and the continual focus, so if I film something far away again, it's going to look a little bit blurred, unfortunately. So once it's focused, once you press the record button on the HTC HD, Desire HD, it's sort of fixed, unfortunately, on the Android kit. But on this Windows Phone 7, HTC HD7 that we're looking at the moment here, it's got the continual focus through the 5 megapixel onboard camera that you see on the back there. Now, the onboard camera's got the dual LED flash. This is a little kickstand that pops open, and we've got the external speaker, and you can see, look at the amount of dust and crap I've got under the handbrake there. It's terrible. So that's a kickstand, and this is a nice soft back panel here. HTC there, it says HD7 there on the bottom. Sorry about all the light changes here, but I'm just trying to show you all this around. And we found out, obviously, other sites have found there's a micro SD card hidden under there, but it's 16 gigs of onboard storage. We've got the camera button here and the volume down, volume up buttons there. And I just wanted to show you a little bit more of the operating system while we've still got this phone for a few more days. Obviously got the HTC Hub, which looks very nice indeed, and a lot of people are probably going to want to have this as their main screen. Unfortunately they can't. It's strapped into the Windows Phone 7 OS as a separate hub, and it finds out where you are and it tells you that it's going to rain pretty much. I mean, you can click down here and you can go into settings and you can change settings about the weather, whether you want Celsius or whether you want old money, Fahrenheit, whether you want the sound effects on or off. If we go back in and we click onto the weather itself, let's just click on that. We can switch down here. You can see the weather forecast upcoming. If we click onto demo mode, I'll show you the various other types of weather. You can have intermittent clouds. We can have rain, thunderstorm. We can have gorgeous sunshine. We have cold, ice. Fog. This is entertaining, isn't it? More thunder showers. Wind. Intermittent cloud. There's loads more on there. Now, I also wanted to show you something that I showed my son last night, and I'm trying to get him into some of the stuff I used to be into when I was a kid. So, if I show you YouTube, now it's a YouTube application, but it actually just loads up the YouTube mobile website, unfortunately. So let's just shake this down. You can see it spins around there just underneath my hand. If I click on the search box here, the on-screen keypad pops up. And I can type into there. Press enter. And we can do a search for the shadowy figure of a man who does not exist. And we can play that. It will spin the screen into landscape mode, which is the best way of viewing videos like this. You can pause the video. Unfortunately, we're not able to slide this across here. You can either go forwards, backwards, pause, and that's about it. That's a bit painful on the ears, but that's a YouTube application. as we showed you before, there's loads more applications available through the marketplace, which also tells you when there's updates available. Like here. Lovely Cheryl Cole is at number 1 at the moment, so you can buy her music if you wish. You click onto music, you go into that particular area, the Zune marketplace. Your music can be synchronized via the cable or over the air on your Wi-Fi if you wish. Cheryl Cole with Raindrops. There she is in the background. Poorly Cheryl, I'm sure. Now, we can see the featured tracks, we can see the new releases, top albums, genres. We can go back one and go back into the HTC application, see what's available on there. It'll load that up. As I mentioned before, this is the O2 version, so the 16 gigs of onboard storage on here, so you don't have to worry too much about how much you download or synchronize. It's loads of space. The phone itself, Windows Phone 7, as I've had this now, thanks to O2 for a number of weeks, I must say it is a lot better than I initially anticipated. The phone is very quick, very glossy, the animations, as you can see, very quick and easy to get used to. I wish there was a few more live tiles on here. There's a lot that just create shortcuts instead of a live tile. But obviously I would like to have my own custom ringtones, but I'm sure Windows, Microsoft even, will put in an update onto these phones. And don't forget, let's not forget that they can update all of the phones easily now with this new Windows Phone 7. And I'm sure they'll include an update which will fix these little tiny sort of problems I'm just mentioning, and they are small in comparison with the various other things that could go wrong with the phone. The camera is fantastic. The sort of phone itself is very quick. The browser is much better than ever before. The music syncing I've grown to love more and more as I've used it. And overall, this HTC HD7 from O2, I must say, I would recommend. I mean, Windows Phone 7 can get better. There are things that need changing. The build quality on this is fantastic. The screen is beautiful. The camera is excellent. So I would say if you do buy this, you know, if you're not bothered about the operating system that you want, then Microsoft, you've done a good job. I think there are a few things that need tweaking, but once you buy a Microsoft phone, you've bought into the update structure as well. So that really is our last video with the HTC HD7, and a very good phone it is.